AI tool reviews, ChatGPT versus Gemini versus Claude, head-to-head breakdowns. In the middle of 2024, the world watched as artificial intelligence shifted from a digital curiosity into a fundamental pillar of human productivity. But as we stand here in March of 2026, that evolution has reached a boiling point of pure competition. Right now, three titans are locked in a relentless struggle for your desktop, your smartphone, and your very workflow. OpenAI with its latest iteration of ChatGPT, Google with the massive multimodal power of Gemini, and Anthropic with the intellectually sharp and ethically guarded Claude. If you think you know which one is the best because of a review you read 6 months ago, you are already living in the past because the landscape changes every single week. In this deep dive, we are going to tear down the marketing hype and look at the raw benchmarks, the hidden features, and the real-world performance of these three giants as they exist right now in early 2026. We will explore how ChatGPT 5.2 is fighting to keep its crown as the creative king, why Gemini 3.1 Pro has become the undisputed heavy lifter for massive data sets, and how Claude 4.6 has suddenly surged to the top of the app charts by winning the hearts of developers and writers alike. You will learn which AI can actually take over your computer to perform tasks for you, which one has the largest memory in history, and which one you should trust when the stakes are high and accuracy is the only thing that matters. Imagine waking up and realizing that the digital assistant you have been using is effectively a generation behind its competitors within the span of a single Tuesday. That is the reality of the AI arms race in 2026, where OpenAI has just pushed out its newest updates to the GPT-5 series to counter the incredible momentum of Google. For years, ChatGPT was the name everyone knew, the gold standard for conversation and general assistance, and today it remains the most versatile generalist in the field. When we look at ChatGPT 5.2, we see a model that has leaned heavily into what OpenAI calls Agentic intelligence, which means it is no longer just a chatbot that answers questions, but a system designed to execute complex, multi-step projects. If you tell ChatGPT to plan a marketing campaign, it does not just give you a list of ideas anymore. It can draft the copy, generate the images using the latest version of DALL-E, and even suggest a schedule for your social media posts based on current trends it pulls from the live web. Its greatest strength continues to be its personality and the fluid, human-like quality of its voice mode, which has become so advanced that it can pick up on the subtle emotional cues in your voice and respond with appropriate empathy or excitement. This brings us to the sleeping giant that finally woke up and started sprinting, Gemini. In the early days, Gemini struggled with consistency, but by the time we hit the release of Gemini 3.1 Pro in February of 2026, Google had achieved something the others are still chasing. However, the competition has found the cracks in that armor, specifically when it comes to the sheer volume of information a model can hold in its head at one time. The headline feature that has everyone talking is the 2 million token context window, a number that sounds like technical jargon until you realize what it actually means for your daily life. A context window is essentially the short-term memory of the AI, and while ChatGPT can remember a decent-sized book, Gemini can remember an entire library of code, hours of high-definition video, or thousands of pages of legal documents all at once. If you're a professional who needs to analyze a massive project, you can simply upload every single file in your repository and ask Gemini to find a specific bug that spans across 10 different files. It does not just search for keywords, it understands the relationship between every line of code because it can see the whole picture at once. Furthermore, the integration with the Google ecosystem has become seamless, allowing the AI to pull data from your Gmail, your Google Drive, and your calendar to act as a true executive assistant that knows your schedule better than you do. It is fast, it is massive, and for anyone working with large-scale data, it has become nearly impossible to beat. But while Google and OpenAI were fighting over who could be the most powerful generalist, Anthropic was quietly building something that many professionals now consider the superior tool for high-stakes work, Claude. In early March of 2026, Claude 4.6 surged to the #1 spot on the iPhone app charts, and the reason is simple. It is often perceived as the smartest and most reliable of the bunch. Anthropic has doubled down on a philosophy they call constitutional AI, which focuses on making the model safer, more honest, and less prone to the hallucinations that still plague its competitors. When you ask Claude a difficult question about a complex scientific topic or a nuanced legal issue, it is much more likely to give you a precise, carefully reasoned answer rather than a confident but incorrect one. This has made it the darling of the coding community and the academic world. The recent release of the Claude Code tool has changed the game for developers, allowing the AI to actually operate within a terminal to run tests, debug software, and suggest optimizations with a level of logic that often feels more like a human colleague than a machine. There is a certain crispness to Claude's writing that avoids the flowery, overly enthusiastic tone often found in ChatGPT, making it the preferred choice for authors and editors who want a partner that can maintain a sophisticated and professional voice. The real tension in the market right now, however, is not just about who can write a better poem or find a bug in a script. It is about who can actually do the work for you. We are seeing a massive shift toward computer use and autonomous agents. Claude recently introduced a feature that allows the AI to literally see your screen and move your cursor to perform tasks in software that does not even have an API. Imagine telling your AI to go into an old accounting software, find all the invoices from last year, and summarize them in a new spreadsheet. This level of autonomy was science fiction just 24 months ago, but in 2026, it is a feature you can use today. OpenAI has responded with its own set of sub-agents that can work in the background performing research and organizing data while you focus on other tasks. Meanwhile, Google is using its vast hardware advantage to ensure that these processes happen almost instantly. The cost of this intelligence is also plummeted, with models like Gemini Flash and GPT mini variants providing incredible power for just pennies, making it possible for small businesses and individuals to run complex AI workflows that would have cost thousands of dollars in the past. As we look toward the rest of 2026 and beyond, the question you have to ask yourself is no longer which AI is the best, but rather which AI is the right tool for the specific task you have in front of you. If you need a creative partner who can brainstorm with you in a natural, spoken conversation and help you visualize your ideas with stunning imagery, ChatGPT is still your best bet. If you are a power user who needs to process massive amounts of information, or someone who is deeply embedded in the Google Workspace, the sheer scale of Gemini 3.1 Pro will make you more productive than you ever thought possible. And if your work demands the highest levels of accuracy, sophisticated reasoning, and a tool that can act as a literal extension of your hands on the keyboard, Claude is the partner you have been waiting for. The world of artificial intelligence is moving faster than any technology in human history, and the only way to stay ahead is to keep experimenting and staying informed. You have the power of 1,000 geniuses sitting in your pocket, and the only limit now is how you choose to use it. If you want to stay on the cutting edge of this revolution and learn how to master these tools before the rest of the world catches up, make sure to dive deeper into our upcoming tutorials where we show you exactly how to build your own AI agents using these very platforms. The future is not just coming, it is already here, and it's waiting for you to take the lead. Would you like me to create a specific comparison chart of the pricing and token limits for these models as of March 2026?
I hope you enjoyed this video. Subscribe to the channel and turn on the bell.